Welcome back to Siteworks Infield with a box culvert. So far what we've done is we've topoed the existing road, and then I've got my alignment. I went up and I shot where the invert was going to be. I manually changed the elevation so that I had the right invert, and then I came down to invert out with point and bearing distance to make sure I had my 39 feet. And now what we're going to do is we've got to get them digging. So we're going to give them the edge of the box, we're going to give them an over dig, and then a slope up. Get it ready to go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to my hamburger menu there, Kogo, not key in corridors, we're going to hamburger, Kogo, create points and arcs. We're going to create an offset line, tap that line. We'll make sure it's a break line. We're going to call it north edge, and this is an 8-foot box, so we're going to go 4 feet. We'll leave it at 0 so we can bring that invert over with it. There's our north edge, right? You can see the points. Leave that line selected. Do south edge. We're going to do negative 4 feet because we're going left to the line. Now we got our south edge. I'm going to do point and bearing distance again, and I'm going to tap that north edge corner where it says deflection angle. I'm just going to tap up here to get the bearing. This is actually a 6.5-foot wall. We're going to create a point called wing wall. There's one. We'll do the same thing down here. Touch that point. Deflect down to there. This is an 8-foot wall. And the one thing we all have to remember is we're going to really overdig this wall a lot so that everyone has enough room to work safely. We'll get to the precision once we get the stone in there. This is just to get people rolling. Come in here, to the end of that. This is actually 8 feet. Except now we have all our wing wall points. So now we're going to take and we're going to offset a line. So I'm actually going to offset. There's no line connecting these wing walls right now, so I'm going to say tap to add a line, and I'm just going to tap between these points. There we go. So now we have a line selected, break line. We'll call it north over dig. We're going to offset it 4 feet. Flat, so they're going to carry that flat across. Now this is carrying invert, but we're going to save this surface as design, so they'll be able to offset this however they see fit. So we're going to leave it at 0. While we're on this line right here, what I want to do is we're going to call this the north slope. It's going to be a 10-foot offset, and we're actually going to do rise over run. We're going to go 2 foot over, 1 foot up. Alright, that's our north slope. Hit accept. Alright, we're going to come over here. We'll call this our south over dig. Which we have to tap to create a line because there isn't a line made. There we go. It's going to say, what do you want to do? South over dig. 4 feet. We're going to leave it at 0. It gives them another flat surface. We'll take this. Call it south slope. 10 feet. 201. I'm going to change this down actually to 8 feet. Alright, so if we did our job right, what we should have is we should be able to come into our surface here, zoom in, and see a surface that's built with some slopes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just save this surface as design, kick it to the machine, get them rolling, and then we'll work on fine-tuning this box. So hamburger menu, data management, surface as design. I'm going to say box build with slopes. Let's call it actually box over dig. There we go. Now we have another design. Come to our hamburger menu. Change project. We should have two designs in here. We've got our box overdig and we got our invert just with a slope. Next thing we'll do is we'll try to refine the box and build a little bit tighter.